First things first, to add the planter box stack after your base has been built, all you're gonna need is a pair of binoculars. Very nice zero shader, zero detail potato graphics binoculars there. And then just for some specifics on the planter box floor stack. So what we have here, let me turn this off. So we have some not horrible sounds. So with this is a 4x3 that is 2 stories. And that being said, the lights can shine through 1.75. Lights can shine from the very top at 2 all the way down to 1.75 here. But these boxes down below won't get any light unless you put it on floor 1.5 up there, which you can't with the planter box with the stack or anything. So you have to put storage below like this, and then you have your planter boxes up top just like this, and your light shines through all 6, reaching down into here, down to floor 1.75. Additionally, for the sprinklers to be able to get all, look at that lag, with all planter boxes, as you notice here, this one has 1 water. Okay, the second floor has 1 water. These ones are good. This one is not good. These ones are good. This one is not good. This is a difference between where the sprinkler is placed on the floor. So we needed to replace it lower on this side right here. We place it as low as possible on the floor right there. It's hanging off, and then we were able to get this one watered. See how now it's just starting to build up right there. I had the water off the whole time, but now it's at 2. And then we didn't move it here. And now this one's not getting any water, but this one is. You have to create a varying balance just like this to get them all. 1 on top, 1 low on the floor, 1 high on the floor, 1 low on the floor. And you get all of these watered just like this. Looks like I missed one right there from these 2, these not being just offset all the way. And then we have the sprinklers up top. I'm sure there's a better sprinkler pattern, but this is what I've been doing, and it hits every box when you do it right, as seen here. I'm missing this one because I didn't do the top layer right, but all these are nice and have been getting watered the whole time. And then again, we get our light shining through all the way down 1.75 floors, not 1.5. And we're going to be able to add this to our 4x3 after it's already been built. We can get our god clones down in the beginning and pick up our planter boxes after, and then add the floor stack, and then make it a super mega farm that could crank out 30,000 cloth per hour, and it's per yield, whatever it is from god clones. It's going to be super nice and super easy. It's super easy to build. First things first, you do want to find wherever you're going to claim. You want to do saltwater purifiers, whatever you want to do, or fresh water on the lake here. You're going to claim your farm with high foundations. And it being a 4x3, keep in mind, I have done this before, where it's like this. And then I literally hatchet out all that with just like 5 machetes. And then I build the 4x3. You can go ahead and do that. Or you could just start with a complete 4x3. If you have another base somewhere and you just want a big farm to take over everybody with T's on the server, and we'll speed this up. And you're just going to make a whole 4x3 with no entrance, except for a ladder hatch on the top. 2-story 4x3 with a ladder hatch in the 2x1 on the center. This is going to take 14,000 stone rounded up. Not that bad for a farm. So just take over 2 lines and 2 stacks of stone, and you're good, and a couple stacks of wood for TC and building. Go ahead and do one of these 4x3 airlocks up here, or whatever you want to do to access your giant cube. And then you can line a TC up in here. This is where I put the TC, right in the center, so we can still access our planter boxes on each side. And then just like that, you have claimed your area with the cube on high foundations for the giant mega farm. Okay, when you are ready to add your freehand floor stack planter box for the mega farm, you're just going to come off your 4x3 in the center, or whatever you want. Doesn't matter where you come off, just come off with 3 squares, or wherever. You could do 3, you could do 10, wherever you can get out to where you have a nice flat building space just with squares. And then once you have that, we're just going to go out 3, and we're going to go 1 square on each side, 2 triangles on each side. And we are going to need to do this high foundation because my terrain here I did not check. Just like this. And then we're gonna go 1 square each side, 2 triangles each side, 2 squares each side, just like this. Just like that. And then we're gonna put 2 twig half walls here. This is very similar to the vertical wide gap, but we have different locations to look at, and it's gonna be super nice and super easy. So after we place those 2 twig half walls, which are simply for visual aid, we're gonna break this square, that triangle, this square, that triangle, that square, just like that. Build off a square here, and then we're gonna start with this left side. So we'll build off a triangle here, break these, build a triangle back, break our forward triangle so we can look directly at our half walls. Put low walls to center ourselves up, to back ourselves up into. Then this is the different, you have 2 different spots. This freehand carries a right hand bias. So for our side closest to our base, so this side is our left foundation, we're gonna look at that twig rope right in the center of those soft side twig half walls facing us, right? So between the rope and the base of the foundation, you're gonna aim at the bottom of the rope, then you go about halfway down to the bottom of the twig foundation. Then you're gonna half that distance right there. Very easy once you get the hang of it. And then you're gonna go over to the left or the right. This is our down distance is right here. It's pretty, you're fine. It's not exact. And then for our left side over here, we're always gonna swing towards where our base is. So our left side is our left foundation is towards our base. We're gonna go over to this second log right here and aim. And on this side, we will go over to the right to the end of the center big log to aim. Once we're centered up, looking at our twig half wall with our decent graphics, can't be potato. Again, bottom of the rope is going to be real easy with the binocular crosshair. This whole distance right here to the bottom of the foundation, we're going to have that. And then we're going to have that distance, just like that. Very easy. And then since we're going to the left, we're going to be over to this first little thin log right here. We're going to, just right there, we're just going to go all the way over to the edge of that first thin log. Then we're going to hold Alt right there, wherever it is. Building plan, triangle foundation, move forward. It's going to be red. Perfect. You don't want to go too forward. As soon as it's red, as soon as it pops up, go to the right, shift it back and forth. Now you have a planter box stack. Keep in mind, this is a right side bias, like I said earlier. So with that being said, we're going to be able to build back here. And as you can see, we get errors, and that is good. But when we build over to our other side, just like this, it attaches to the base, and we'll have our pylon for our mega farm with a sink of floor at half height in there. Break the half walls so we don't have to waste resources. Surround it with full walls. And just like that, you have a planter box pylon to add to your mega farm. And then we're going to go ahead and do that again on the other side. So we came off the center just like this. This is our build out. We'll just redo that just like that. You can build out however many squares from the main base you need to, but this is all the same right here. You want 1 square, 1 triangle, 2 squares with the half walls facing you, soft side. You're gonna break, and break that square there. And I'm sorry, we're supposed to keep this triangle right here, not that one. And then you want to build out another square, another triangle, break your twig build up, break that triangle, double low wall, binoculars with the cursor, and then you're going to come to the rope. Again, rope to the bottom of the twig foundation. And you're just going to have that distance, then have it one more time. And then since we're going towards our right, towards our base, we're going to look over to the end of this full log. We're not going to go over to this one over here. It's only on the left that you go over to the end of the skinny log. To the right, we do it just on the end of the main big log. And we're going to hold Alt, bring out building plan, triangle foundation, move forward. It's going to be red. You want, as soon as it turns red, you don't want to be too far forward. Move to the left and the right. Looks like our terrain is too high over here, which is not that bad. So we can just do it on another side. And again, it has a right side bias. So we swung it over here to the left. And then to do that here, we will just build it out here and then swing it over to the left, which will be this direction. So again, boom, boom, boom. Just like this. Break, break, break. Just like this. Binoculars towards the base. Rope half the distance, half that distance to the left of this first skinny log. Hold Alt, building plan triangle foundation, move forward. Just like that. And again, the right or left side bias, it's not going to work with this one, but now we have it over here. There's a foundation in the ground there. And now this side is connected. Just like that. And we'll go ahead and sink another half wall for our pylon in here. Sorry, a floor at half height in our pylon, just like that. And now you have these that will both give you the floors you need to add your mega farm once you add your normal floors all the way in here like this. And then you'll add all the floors of your regular core build out at 0.5, 1, and 1.5. And then now with our pylons, when we build out for our planter box stacking, we put another half wall up here on each of the pylons to get a second layer. So full wall and then half wall. And now when we come along like this, we'll be able to create complete planter box stacking just like this. And then additionally, to provide more stability to continue along the 4x3, you just go over like this on each side. Just like this, half walls. And then these full walls here will provide stability to these floors, just like that. And then you'll have all of these in here, depending on the angle of which you do it. Just like that, and you can go ahead and upgrade everything here. And shell this off, just like that. And then we are going to add another one going the other direction here. So again, build out like this. Just like that. Doesn't matter how many squares from the base, just come out one square, two triangles, two squares, and a square to the left for the reference. I'm going to break our first square, our second triangle, and our third square. I'm going to build out one more square to line ourselves up. Come back with a diamond and low walls, break the front one. Binoculars, aim towards the base. Center log, the rope, halfway down, halfway again. And so we're going to the right into the big log. Hold Alt, building plan triangle foundation, move forward. Don't go too far forward. Shift to the left and right. Easy planter box stack freehand. And now since it is our bias, this side won't work, but we should work over here with this side. Just like that, remove the conditional. And if anybody is concerned, here is one metal, one HQM, metal and HQM. And then I'll just replace the HQM one. Let me upgrade this one to HQM so you know this one works too. HQM. And now I can't add that floor back. And then once we have our third pylon free-handed, again, we will just sink a floor at half height in the 1x1 of full walls, just like this. Surround that with full walls, floor on top, and then surround that with half walls. Just like that. And we're gonna want to do this one again. We want this side, so we'll look in the opposite direction. And I started it too far, so we'll just build back here like this. Break those. Build over here. Diamond. Binoculars. Big thick twig in the middle of the 2 twig half walls. Rope. Halfway down. Halfway again. Look towards the base. Into the big twig. Building plan, triangle foundation. My mouse went crazy there. Let go Alt. Red, move to the left and right. Click. My mouse went crazy, of course. I've been having the worst setting. I don't remember what my DPI was, so I've been trying to test. Anyways, halfway down, just like right there. Halfway down again to the right. Hold Alt. Hold Alt, let go. And of course, I move my mouse again, dude. My sensitivity is like 3000 or something right now. And right there. And I don't have the original foundation anymore, but you could just build back like that. From your reference point, right there, hold Alt, move forward, bring it back. So much, my mouse speed, whatever it is. And we'll go ahead and go over here. Just like right there. It's taking away our conditional. And we'll go ahead and do HQM again and attach it. And then now check, we got HQM. And we do, it's at 5 now, which is big. And then we'll go ahead and put our pylon in there with the half wall again. Surround it with full walls. Break the half wall. Okay, and got a weird permission access. Go ahead, surround it with half walls. And then just like this, you'll have all of your floors needed for your floor stack. And again, for more stability, you build out and shell it with triangle foundations like this. And then these full walls here will give those inside walls stability. And sometimes you can just completely seal it like this with just a gap in there if you don't want a shell around like this for this triangle. Break one of those. Just seal it with the pixel gap. Or a really large freehand gap right there. Go ahead and do the same thing here. Put out your pylons. Put out these full walls right here. Connect them all, full wall. Connect them all. Half walls on top of here. Same thing all the way around. Again, just like this. Give these things stability. Just like that. And now you have this honeycombed 6x5 that is now capable of holding 48 planter boxes, completely shelled and freehand floor stacked at the exact height all the way around. Again, super nice and super easy. And you may have to look at the proper direction to get the stability if you're looking at the opposite side. You can't extend all of them by looking over here. Just look off the proper side. And then it's, again, super nice and super easy.